So I guess I've been given the privilege of introducing the pledge drive this year. The first note is to simply say, in our church, giving is always voluntary. Nobody can tell anyone what to give. You give according to your situation and your vision. Well, I have about 3 principles that I use when I consider my giving. The first one is, giving is a spiritual discipline. It's a discipline in that when you set a goal, it often takes, setting a plan, a certain discipline to reach that goal. I suggest it's also a spiritual discipline in the sense that when you start a goal, you aren't sure you're going to reach there. So you step out in faith, and then by the grace of God, and perhaps by the strength of God along the way, you reach that goal. But I think it's also a spiritual discipline in the sense that, when I think about what I would like to give and what would be easy to give, and then I also compare that to what God might be calling me to give, and I come up with a spiritual discipline to reach that goal. Secondly, I think giving is, for me anyway, to make a difference. Having been pastor of this church for many years, and now I guess I'm called pastor emeritus, I'm still trying to figure out what that means. What I do know is that over these years, I've been so impressed by the hundreds, perhaps thousands of people whose lives have been touched by the ministries of this church. Children, youth, adults, people within the church, and also the amazing ministry to the community and beyond. And when I think of making a difference, I have to say a word of appreciation for the pastors and the staff and many of the leaders and others in the church who brought us through the time of the pandemic. And now it's rather exciting to see the energy and the renewed spirit and the excitement, the new ministries that are being formed, the new people that are coming. We have a momentum. And to me, it's a time to keep that momentum going, to help our church move forward. And thirdly, we are going to have a new senior pastor July 1st, Gary Holmes. Actually, I've known him for many, many years. When he was a new pastor in this conference many years ago, I became a mentor and a coach to him. And for a number of years, we would meet almost every month, and then a remarkable thing began to happen. I discovered I was not so much teaching him as I was learning from him. For he is a remarkable person who, with going to workshops and reading and just the experience of being a pastor and amazing creativity, he has done an amazing ministry. And I can't think of any other pastor in Wisconsin that I would rather have as our senior pastor right now than Gary Holmes. Well, I was just thinking, one wonderful way to welcome Pastor Gary to our church would be to present him with not only a balanced budget, but a budget and a financial future that would help to encourage him to use his talent, his experience, and his ability to take the momentum that we have and carry it to the next level. So as we move forward, God bless us all.